Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. For the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 7 yards there and a first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mixon on the toss right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The 19-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Julian Blackmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At the 29-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the gun, Rivers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This is it! This is it!
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A run by Mack to start the drive. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He's got his man, Boyd. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts take over first and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 40, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Option play, Burrow holding on to it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Colts 7. Randy Bullock on for the field goal.
And Bullock will put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start by handing this off to Mack.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Joe Mixon. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Bullock's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. Third and long for Rivers. Looking deep for Hilton. And now here is another interception. picked off by Von Bell. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away at his timing.
Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And the Bengals first down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20.
Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Looking sideline, incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To the air again, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go right back to Mack. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Dancing to his left. Now loose football. The ball comes out, but I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A man coming off back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons. Here's Jonathan Taylor with it. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry, but I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he can...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Mack. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One of the best around, Big Geno Atkins there on the stop. An 8-time Pro Bowler, including each of the last 6 seasons.
On the bootleg, it's Brissett. He'll buy some time right. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Brissett. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Here's Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
4 yards. That's another.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
On the ground, it's Mack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Mack. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll run it with Mack. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jacoby Brissett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
Defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot to account for him as a runner, and he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Ross, complete. 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
That man right there, John Ross, remember, he ran the fastest combine 40 in history, 4.22 seconds, and he showed off that speed right there. Wow.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard.
To throw is Brissett. They'll run the screen with Mack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And his throw is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be fourth down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Mack off the draw play. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
A 1-yard loss brings up 2nd and 16 at the 17.
Now on 2nd and 16, Brissett. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a run with Mack. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Brings up 3rd down.
Brissett. That is caught at the 7. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Reception there by T.Y. Hilton, and he absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.